Welcome back to Stay Tuned. I'm Tony Angelo. My good buddy Derek Bieri is here from Vice Grip Garage.
I believe I can fly. Woo! Brad! Not to be weird, but I've got to smell your wood.
Tonight we're going to have a little fun with just how insane the internet marketplace has become.
It's wild.
It is a disaster.
I think the last 10 years have it's off the rails.
Yeah.
It's not even the same place. You can't even talk to people anymore.
Nobody knows how deposits work, how first come, first serve works, which is pretty self-explanatory. Right. And prices are all over the place. And we decided that it's such a train wreck. Play a little game here called How Screwed Is It? And we're gonna take a couple of guys, me and Derek, who have bought quite a few cars in our times. Yeah. I would think I've probably bought and sold at least 100. I would think your number is even higher than that over there, Gene Simmons.
I think we're approaching 1,000, if not over by now.
Yeah. So. It's like, those are Wilt Chamberlain numbers over there. Jeez.
Got 4 bras and they all that, we call that ballin'.
So we're gonna dig into a bunch of different cars. We've got listings, and I just know in my heart, I think 5 years ago is when things went just nuts. Because I used to look at a car, I could assume general value, and I would think, okay, that's reasonable, or these are going up, or these are going down. And we're at a place now where everything pre-1980 costs $8,000. There was a time when $8,000 would get you a rad muscle car.
Well, that and a trailer and a truck to pull it home with.
There was a time when it was like anything over 10 grand was like immaculate.
I have a new theory, and I just didn't want to tell you this till now. Is this because we're getting old? Is that
No, that can't be it.
Okay.
That cannot be it. That's not it.
Shut your trap.
So it's important to say, though, we haven't seen these listings.
That's true.
These are random listings.
Yes.
Chosen. We're just going to be thumbing through them. We're looking at the first one, obviously.
Yes.
It's pretty nice, actually.
Barb has prepared a bunch of marketplace listings, pulled the prices out of them. We'll be able to see a picture, read through the description. We'll know where they are. They're all probably local to the Northeast. And we're going to just guess on the prices and see just how screwed up they really are.
Are the prices more gooder or better disperser here than Tennessee?
I
think. I guess you probably wouldn't maybe know either.
I don't know. Dude, I am like, it's like I'm running through life wearing a sheet, trying to have a sword fight. You know what I mean? It's like, where are they? I don't know what the prices are. They could be up, they could be down, they could be behind me.
Okay, well, hit us with this first one.
All right.
What do we got here?
So just to be clear, we're going to do Price is Right rules and an homage to Barb Barker.
So I can just yell $1 every time I potentially win?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Closest to the actual price without going over. And we're playing for a very serious prize.
I like this prize. I'm pretty stoked about
This is a RC Cola box cutter that I've had for probably 20 years.
With or without blade?
It's got a blade in it. Old steel, too. That's the good stuff.
I'm getting serious.
All right.
Round 1.
This is the first listing. We are looking at a 1957 Chevrolet Bel Air. I should note here it's a 4-door, which in my head it means it's worth almost nothing. But, those days are gone.
It's also not a Bel Air based on the trim. But anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got a 4-door. It says solid car. That means it's not.
Yep.
Nice frame. It's dented.
Probably not. Yep. No seats, no motor, no trans. Many new parts, but not those things.
Right.
It's got a set of old mag-looking wheels. It's got some chrome. It's got a lot of what they call patina. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
Slightly.
Yeah.
So you've got a couple different types of sellers. You have the I know what I have,
Yeah.
and I don't need help selling. Both are hard to communicate
Yeah.
with.
Those avoid these guys like the plague. So it says no more pick. Want to know? Come look at it. No tire kickers. No B/S.
No.
That means no butt stuff. Which is fair. Set your limits, everybody. No payments. No holds. Keep all your comments to yourself. Thanks. Don't need help to sell.
Nice.
All right.
Okay, so we're missing fender stainless. The
Yep.
hood stainless is gone. The hood chrome is gone on the bottom.
The cool things on the hood, the little jets,
Yeah.
gone. Those are expensive. It's a 4-door and it is a post car.
Okay, so like we were talking, well, I did buy one of these 5 to 8 years ago. I paid $700. It's pink. And all the chrome was there. It had a smashed-in fender.
Oh, he's missing the top of the thing that goes on the hood, the top of the bumper, the grill.
Yeah,
Oh,
a
that's
big
big
piece.
too.
Yeah. So
I'm going to put in my, and I'm going to just guess because I'm going to tell you what I really think this car is worth.
Like,
Even in today's
is
market.
this your number?
This is
Or
not my. This is not
your-
what I want to pay for it. I'm trying to do the best job of winning this game.
Oh, okay. So now you're giving the number. Okay.
I'm gonna try to go. This is what I think some lunatic who doesn't know how to sell a car wants in 2024 for this Chevrolet Bel Air that needs literally everything to run.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna say. No motor, no trim.
57 Chevy.
Yeah, I know. 4,500.
Ooh, that's lower than I thought you were gonna say.
You think?
Yeah, I know it's a 4-door. I don't know if I should go lower or higher than you. I was initially gonna say like 5.
Do it.
You said 4,500?
Yes. This car should be $1,200 for the record.
Oh yeah, no, like,
Yeah.
1,500, 1,800 bucks. It doesn't even say if it has a title. I'm
Clear
gonna-
title. Has clear title.
Oh, it has a title.
Oh, excuse me.
Wait,
Car is rusted bad in spots. and has a clear title.
All right, I'm gonna go 4,200.
Oh, just a, okay. I see what you're doing here. What did I say?
Price is
45?
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're good. Smart.
Yeah.
Smart. All right, let's find out how close we were. Hit me. Barb, what is the real asking price?
$4,000.
4,000.
Yes, sir.
We're both wrong and both high.
It's a draw. Stand down.
I was gonna guess this lunatic was gonna be like 8 or something.
8,500. That's what I thought. All right.
Well, that's not. Well, I mean, where is this at? I don't know.
It's on your way home, buddy.
take
for
it
sure.
away from me.
Derek's in town reviving a Chrysler from the 80s. It's Imperial Cordoba. Something.
Imperial, only 10,791 made.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Something
How
like
many think
that.
are left?
7.
Yep. All right,
There's
we've
a
got
reason why.
one of those. All right, not bad. So who wins? Nobody. No points. 0 points in round 1.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, this one.
I don't even know what I'm looking at.
Okay, this is a 1993 Toyota Supra Turbo. I'm going to give you some hints on this one.
Okay.
This car, probably even with 132,000 miles. Super Turbo, MK4 Super Turbo, is the kind of ultimate import, real bad boy sports car. Like
Is this the-
RX-7, 300ZX, NSX, and Supra are like the top dogs, and this is sort of the most sought after one. All those other cars went down in value. RX-7s went down, NSXs went to like 20 grand, RX-7s went to like 15. Supras never went down.
Is this the one that raced the red car in the desert after going to Harry's and lost, and then he tried to run away?
Yeah.
Nice car. What's the retail on one of those?
Okay, I've seen this now.
Yeah,
So they're the jam, basically.
People love them. They love them. It has 132,000 miles on it. It says it has 945 horsepower.
What?
So keep that in mind.
What?
It's a manual transmission, so it's a 2JZ car with probably the V160 transmission. Listed 41 minutes ago. In case anyone out there is trying to grab a hold of this thing in Plainfield, New Jersey.
I can't imagine 1,000 horsepower in that small of a car.
It's not that small. It's about the size of a Camaro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Do I have to go first this time?
I'll go first.
Okay.
$100,000.
Oh my Lanta. Serious?
Yeah.
I was gonna say like 32.9. Out the door. Okay, $100,000.
Yeah, it's 100. Here's the thing: the miles, 132,000 miles. It's left-hand drive, number one. Which, if it's a right-hand drive Japanese import, they're worth significantly
super
less.
rare, yeah.
But they're worth significantly less. You want the left-hand drive has the value up high. If it's an original Super Turbo, value is high. If it's manual, value is high. So those are all really pushing it up. The only thing is the mileage is also really high, but it shouldn't matter that much.
Did I read in a newspaper somewhere that they just started allowing the imports of these or something? Or is that a different? Or is that
They
the,
let these in for
is that
sure.
the Skyline or something?
Skylines, they do all R34, R32, 33, all of
Okay.
them now. Well, you can get a lot of good stuff
Okay.
in here now. S15s.
I'm gonna say 79.5
Okay.
with,
79.5.
with the second set of floor mats.
And again, it's just a Toyota from the 90s, man.
If it's
cool.
really that much money, I'm gonna. Wow.
I mean, I think I might get smoked because of the mileage, but I've seen these things almost always over 6 figures. All right, Barb, what is the price of this car?
95.
Wow! Jeez, dude. Can you
Holy.
imagine paying 95
Oh.
grand for a 93 Toyota with 130K on it? Wow.
He'll get it too, though, won't he?
Probably.
That's insane. Yeah. Okay, what happens?
Derek's got a point. Mark
There's
it
a
up.
point. All right.
So how do you get a point about being under?
Under, but not over. You're closer without going over. I was
It's
close.
a cool looking car.
It's a badass car. Listen, that is a very cool car. But do you know what you can buy for $95,000?
Yeah, about
Like
75 square
95
bodies.
sweet, yeah, 95 sweet project cars.
A great way to support Stay Tuned and Look Fresh is to grab some of our merch. There's a link right here and one in the description. We've got our We're Gonna Lose the Shop shirt, the original Stay Tuned, Angelo's Garage Gym, our Stay Tuned trucker hats, and we've now got our Down and Dirty design, which is one of our favorites, in a long sleeve t-shirt in garnet red and black. Reach out and grab one. And if you're on the Stay Tuned Pizza Squad premium membership level, you get a sweet 20% discount. And we appreciate you guys like crazy. Thank you so much.
All right, we are rocking and rolling here. That was a hot one. Good pick,
I'm learning
Barb.
some
Good
stuff
pick,
here.
Barb.
Round 3.
Oh, this is out of my depth a little bit.
Nice. We got a straight six. Flatty.
So we're looking at a 1951 Plymouth Cranbrook. It says 3,900 miles, which is wrong. It clearly has had a bunch of work done to it. The bright work looks pretty good. You know, it looks like all the trim is there. It's definitely on like some kind of
Like Summit
intentional wheel and
Steelies or
tires.
something.
Yeah. Okay, it says cars from Texas. It does have rust, but it already had a GM front frame in 289. Most of the car's been gone through since then. This is a pretty cool car. I've owned this car for 10 years. So here's the thing. A 1951 Plymouth is not super sought after.
No.
Not historically like, you know, a very valuable car. It's a cool looking car. It's got a split windshield, which is super cool. I love any Mopars pretty much forever. It has a 350 Chevy and a 700 R4 that was rebuilt by Pete Linden's Transmissions. I don't know. He sounds like a cool guy.
Yeah, I could probably drink with Pete.
Yeah, Pete knows how to do it. Tons of work. So this, what I like about this is a car I'd be interested in as a driver, not for like Stay Tuned because it doesn't leave us enough stuff to do and transform. But if I was like, hey, I want a fun kick around car, that thing's been gone through,
Yep.
cared for, Texas car, you know, clean title. It's got a Chevy motor in it now, you know, a 350.
He's probably gonna. One of the things I picked up right away, a couple things is I've had it for 10 years. So
Yeah.
that adds $1,500.
Yeah. Oh, he cares. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Also, it's had a Chevy front end, so I would be interested. This might be one you go to look at it and you go, oh no.
Yeah, I don't even know what that means.
How does that?
He says it had a 289. It had a Ford motor
I think
in
he
it?
means a Mustang 2 front end.
Okay. And
It's a
289.
289.
Okay, yeah.
Because what Chevy front would you try to?
No idea. Like a Nova, like Barb's Nova or something? No idea.
Maybe.
That's the only one that bolts on. I
they
know.
don't have any good
Why would you
rack
bother?
systems.
There's nothing
Yeah.
good on it. Yeah, it's
So that's
rear
that's
steer.
kind of weird-ish there,
Yeah.
but it's a cool looking car, like you say. I love the chrome. The 47s to 55s, well, actually, like 47 to 57 are probably my favorite era of vehicles. Just the styling and the chrome and
Yeah.
looks. Then you can wear a zoot suit in that thing.
Oh yeah. You can either do two things. You can slick your hair back and put on a white T-shirt and roll up a set of Marlboros in your sleeve, or you can wear a zoot so you look cool doing either one.
Yeah.
For
So a handful of years ago, this is a $2,000 car all day long.
I think you're right. And I think it's going to be a bummer how much this kid wants for this car.
I'm gonna go with 6,500.
I think you're probably pretty close. And that's a bummer because this should be some kid works, you know, a minimum wage job over summer and could buy this at the end.
Right.
You know, a teenage kid should be able to buy this at the end of the summer.
And it's tough because this guy put a lot of work into it, but that's the thing that we all have a tough time realizing with vehicles is you never get your money.
When I see the word invested in an ad, I'm out. I'm out.
Yeah.
I got 18 grand invested in this thing. I'm like, buddy, that's not the word you want to be using here, pal.
Yep.
Investments are things that have value after you're done with them.
That seems like how money might work.
I will say, what did you say, 65?
65.
I'm going to say 5,500.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Go, Barb.
10,700.
Get out of
Holy.
here. Come on, dude.
Wow. Wow.
I got to pay this guy $1,000 for every year he owned the car. I owned this car, man, 10 years. Come on.
Wow. and
Listen, a Chevy 350 with iron heads and a 700 R4 is
Clutch
$800
box.
bucks. That's
Yeah.
$800 bucks.
Yeah. All right, I think you got a point on that one, Tony, right? He was closer, but under?
No, you're closer. Oh,
You're close. No, I
we're
was
both.
closer.
Yeah, you're win. Yeah, that's you. That's you. Man.
We don't know how this works, okay?
We're so fired up that car is 11 grand. I can't even think straight.
Oh, man.
All right, here comes the next one. Get this one out of my face.
Round 4.
Oh, this is a good one.
Hirsch, sweet.
A Persh fire truck. This is local, so if you're into this thing. Oh, buddy, you got the price on this one.
I'm going to guess this one's 8,500.
8,500 or best offer. Is that right?
That's a good guess.
Good guess. All right, moving on. I would have had no fucking idea, and to be honest, that looks like 8,500 bucks to me. Look at the size of that
That's
tank.
a pretty fair price.
Yeah.
I would say. And it looks great, too. It's even got the old bias, but that thing probably has 20,000 miles.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Everything
because
works.
fire trucks don't move anyway. They
No.
go up and down the road.
No.
They go to parades and they run around town.
I've always had a dream of putting a ramp truck bed on one of these.
I was just looking at the back of it. That's what I was thinking. That'd be cool.
Incredible.
That thing's not but 3 miles away from here.
Look at all the chrome and the
Cool.
horns.
That thing is cool.
Should we just go look at it
Yeah, maybe.
and be like, does this have a so-and-so pump on it? And you could be like,
Ready to pump water, it says. Running, driving. We'll buy that
split it?
thing. We'll split it. We start a pool filling business
I like where this is going.
for a kid's pool, something tiny. Come in there with this fire truck. Kids will love it.
How much you need, 10 gallons?
Okay, no sweat, buddy. That'll take us 11 seconds. Back out of the get out of the way, kid.
You get to drink from the fire hose! Open wide!
All right, moving on from the fire truck. That is pretty wicked cool. Oh, big dog. 1966 Chevrolet Chevelle Super Sport Tribute, which just means it's a base model.
Right.
For most people at this point, if it's not some like wicked original big block car, they're not going to super care. It does take some of the value out of the car this nice. That's a really nice car. 4-speed car. I'm guessing if it's probably a 396.
Yeah, fortunately, we don't see the engine,
Yeah.
right in the description, but it's a Malibu with an SS hood, big block 4-speed.
Yeah. Okay, but it's clean. It's a nice paint. I mean, that's a nice car. The interior looks halfway decent. 4-speed car.
66s are really coming in hot now. It was like
yeah.
70, 71. Well, I think they're still like...
Still hot. What's the best year, Chevelle? Lay it on me.
It's tough, man. I've had every year, I think.
Yeah.
Except like 70s, late 70s. But
Those are cool too, kind of.
I like the 70
Yeah.
with
The best.
the 71 bumper, rear bumper.
Rear bumper. Yeah. Okay, I'm with that. I'm with
yeah.
that. Yeah. When I was a kid, this is how wild it was. That like I would turn my nose up at a 71, 72. Like I was like,
really?
oh god, they've gone bad by then. That's what I thought.
I had a 66 and a 69 that I really, really, really enjoyed.
I think 68's the best year.
68's a good year. I mean, they're all great.
They're all
years.
good. They're all
This
good.
one is beautiful though. It looks like a full restoration.
Yeah, that's a
from what I can
nice
see.
car. Rally wheels, probably not crazy as far as like over the top modifications, but they're calling it a frame on restoration, whatever that means.
Lots of spray paint.
Lots of spray paint. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to get the spray paint over the frame. You know, when you're
Right.
doing the floor paint, you got to get over top of the frame rail.
What you do is you double spray it.
Double spray. Yeah,
just-
that's a double spray. So you got to pay for those cans. Those cans aren't cheap. Put that in your guess. I'm gonna guess 22.
Not even close.
You don't think?
No.
Tribute.
This is the Supra of the Chevelle.
Now, 66? 30 years ago, so it's probably single stage paint. What do you think?
46,000.
No way! I'm excited though. I like it. I like
46
it.
grand.
That's where I grew up.
I think that's a little. I kind of regret saying I might be able to touch high.
You want to come in? You want to reel it back in?
No.
All right, I got 22. What do you got? Bard, what is the price?
Let's preface this by
Preface it.
saying
Okay.
my dad bought a 66 Chevelle for $200 in 1988, a week
Wow.
before I was born.
Okay.
$300?
No, he said that was the Nova, wasn't it?
No.
Okay.
66 Chevelle. $50,000.
$50,000.
This one is?
Get out.
$50,000.
Get out of here.
That's
50
okay.
grand.
No.
All right, we have to have a second show where we just call people and go, "Are you out of your mind?"
That's
Have you lost your mind?
He's into the frame off price range at that.
Yeah,
for
and like
sure.
original serious car.
I just went for a bananas number because for me,
That was a
you're,
joke.
You're in there like 20,
22,
28.
Yeah.
You're kind of pushing it.
And I don't ever want to spend. I mean, for me, like, I don't. There's no chance I'm buying that car for 28 even. It just don't. It doesn't have any value. I'd rather get a rattier one that I can put a gnarlier engine in for 15 or 12 or 8 or whatever, and put some man hours and some elbow grease into it.
This guy's out of his mind.
Out of his fucking
I think
mind.
I think this was a Friday night. The six-pack's empty.
This could be the thing where it's like, wife's like, that car's got to go.
I listed
It's
it.
got to go, baby. I'm trying. Nobody's interested. I'm
Yeah.
trying to get it sold.
Yeah, look at these pictures.
Look at
I
this.
got
She's
greenery
like,
in
get
here."
out to the park and take some pictures. He's like, you're right. Good call. I'll go out to Kids Castle in Doylestown. That's where that is, by the way. And just like, and just get some nice pictures. She's
Weird.
like, yeah. He's like, I'm trying, babe. I know.
It's like blown out in a bunch of shadows and you can't see anything. Wow. Cool.
He's like, tribute it. Wow, that's wild. Maybe that's the deal. Maybe he doesn't want to sell it.
I would say he's looking for a number that twists his arm for sure.
Yeah. Can't get over that. 50,000 American
That's-
US dollars.
Yeah.
For a not real super sport.
Let me. I know we're crunched for time because he's running out of 8mm tape. But give me 1 second. I just want to type in 1970 Chevelle into eBay. You could buy one for 40 grand.
Yeah.
That's significantly better than that one
With a big block in
with
it.
the big block.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Oh, this is. I'm out of
Ooh.
my element here. We're looking at a 1939 John Deere H.
$2,600.
20. Okay. Restored back in the 90s. Nothing runs like a deer. That's what they say.
Oh, it's got a bottom plow. Hold on now. I might have. Yeah.
It's out in Manheim, PA. They do some farming out there. This is one of those places where it's like take your tractor to school for the kids in high school.
So it's not electric start. That's you got to note that. So you
It's
have,
85 years old.
you have to grab that wheel.
And what?
Giver.
Get out.
Yes. You stand in front of the tire, make sure it's out of gear, and then you just give her.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
This is a good row crop tractor. See, it's got the bicycle front. And then they had different options where they had the wide front that you can adjust for your different crop sets. So your
Okay.
front tires want to run over your corn or wheat or
Oh, I
whatever.
got it.
But the bottom plow is pretty neat and it's intact. It doesn't. I
What
don't
does
know.
that do on the bottom? Those little.
So you drop that down in the dirt and that's what stirs up your dirt.
Oh, okay, okay.
when You get ready to plant.
Those big spoons, huh?
Tires are old. He's got a really dumb aftermarket stack on there. It's pretty tacky.
Oh, I thought that was a stick. Okay. Yeah, I see that now.
I'm still gonna
Is
say.
this diesel? Diesel?
No, gas.
Yes. Okay. 1939.
I'm still gonna say 2,600 bucks.
Okay, I'm gonna guess 2601. Just to gotta get some points on the board. I have no frame of reference for this except that an all metal seat looks like it's no fun to sit on.
No, they're terrible,
Okay.
and they're really springy, and you just do this all day. Where are we at?
What do you got, Barb?
I knew he was gonna nail it right on the head.
What?
2,600.
Shut the up! You gotta
Yes!
be kidding me!
Yes.
Come on!
Yes.
That's a rough one. That's a rough one. How am I
So-
the guy knows his tractors.
Marin, I love tractors. I look at them every day. They're between 2,000 and 3,000 is the window. I can give you a price for Ford 8 ends, 9 ends, 2 ends, M's, H, Deeres, whatever.
Yep.
They're fun because they're cheap and you can fart around with them. But the problem is you can never sell them for a penny more.
Okay.
It's just that is what it is.
Nice work. Solid.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Coffee
This is the only guy that's within his mind
Yeah, this guy. Yeah.
so far.
Moving on. Oh.
Wow.
1962 Chevrolet Corvette. So that is a rad car. That's a first gen, right? Mm-hmm. So you're thinking with the later headlights, it's fuel injected. FI Roadster. So this has the Rochester unit on top, small block.
Is that the original fuel injection, the mechanical stuff, or is
Yeah,
that,
that's what it would be. Effortlessly combines power, luxury, and custom style. So that tells me absolutely nothing about the car, which is solid. That's a good thing you want to do when you're asking probably a fortune for a car. It's got 3 pictures. and they all look. There's 2 in the front and 1 on the side. So listen, if you're selling a vintage Corvette and you want it to sell, hit me with like 15 pictures.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I need to know more about the car than this real weird, vague AI feeling. Chevrolet Corvette FI Roadster that effortlessly combines power, luxury, and custom style. Like,
That's like copy and paste it off of Wikipedia or
yeah,
something.
it's so weird. That is so
Doesn't
weird.
make sense.
Here's how many miles are on it. I have a title for it. It's never been wrecked. Here's how much rust is on it. And, you know, this is like what is done to the engine or anything. I just had this done and this rebuilt and whatever.
This is probably well into the 6 figures.
Okay,
It's
maybe.
not a 64 or 65, but
It's going to be pricey. You can't really get much early Corvette under 60 grand, I don't think. Because I looked for, Finnegan was so hot on them I looked for a long time.
I'm out of my realm on this because I see the price on these and I just whoop, or
Yeah,
it's
I'm
not
like,
in my
forget it,
filter.
forget
It doesn't
it,
even
forget it.
show up.
I'm going to say 70,000.
I know.
Also, it's from Harrisburg, PA, and the shots are in the desert for sure. So this just might be a scam top to bottom. You might go, try to go look at this thing and then lose a kidney or something.
You said 70?
Wind up in a bathtub full of ice. Could be. You be careful with this one.
He might just be driving it. It's a daily driver. The hood gap is terrible. I'm gonna say 82,000.
All right, cool. I still feel like it's a scam maybe, but hit me, Barb. What do you got?
24,000.
Get the fuck out.
no.
That's not real.
No,
That's a scam.
Yeah.
My radar was on for that one. That's a scam.
The desert with the location.
Yeah.
That was
No
smart.
part of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania looks
No.
like this at all, I promise.
And then the description makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't even know.
That is a kid somewhere in a hut trying to get over on everybody. And good for you, but you got to step up that game. Do some Google searches around what Harrisburg, PA looks like. Find a locale that makes sense. Sell this in Arizona.
And then maybe like an average retail price.
Yeah, or just go, yeah. Make it make sense.
24,000.
And if just go to somebody else's ad from 5 years ago and just steal the wording, because this sets off like 9 red flags.
Yeah,
Okay.
I missed that.
Nobody's getting points in that one. Forget it. That doesn't count. You know the problem right now? I've looked at this listing.
Have you?
That's how sick I am. That's how sick I am for a second-gen Charger. That I'll look at anything. This is a 1969 Dodge Charger, or what is left of one that has been chewed up and spit out. The body is mounted onto
Is that a boat trailer or like a
something.
dock?
I don't even know. Some kind of scaffolding which is nice for transport because you can just push it right off of a cliff. And it'll roll with those wheels.
I know this is going to be a stupid number. I don't even want to know.
So listen, 69 Chargers are incredibly rad. It's a super sought after car. They're really cool. Any kind of a driver usually starts at 35, 40,000. Anything halfway decent. And that's a bummer because I would love to have one and I'm never basically going to spend that kind of money. So I dig around in like the dregs and the problem is there's no floor. Every single piece of a Charger, if you have something you can call a Dodge Charger, it's going to be $8 grand. That thing, which needs, if you want to buy this car and drive a Charger, you then got to buy another Charger. You got to buy what are we looking at here? That's good. Door sill.
The Charger emblem and a quarter glass.
Yeah, that's it. It's a unibody car, so you'd have to replace everything. You can't unbolt anything. You're talking about quarters. You're talking about everything. The rear sail is wrecked. They've got roof rust. It was probably a vinyl top car at some point based on that trim.
Yeah, they didn't even paint it all the way up. They
It's
just
trouble. That thing is trouble. There's no rear glass. This car would cost you 60 grand to finish, and I'm guessing I don't even want to know. This car should be worthless.
Do you remember the number it was?
No, I have no idea. I've looked at so many.
I'm gonna say $8 grand.
I think you're probably right on. Which is crazy because this car is basically worthless.
It's
If we're
bonkers.
being real,
That's worth the weight in metal scrap.
this car is.
I hate to say it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's
You can buy this and say you have a Dodge Charger project. That's probably the most valuable thing you get.
this thing isn't even hooked to the other thing.
Or you find Chris Birdsong and you're like, listen, buddy, you buy him 15 cases of beer and you go like, I'm gonna write you a check.
Go on.
Build me a Charger out of this thing.
That's nuts. What's he asking?
Hit me. I'll wait. You said 8,000?
Yeah.
If it's over 8,000, I'm gonna jump off a cliff. If it's, all right, 6,000.
$12,500.
$12,000! That's crazy.
Is the rack thing included? I mean, holy buckets.
12,000 American dollars.
$12,500.
Get out of my face with that. That's crazy.
I think he.
Is there a
added
Hemi
one-
in the trunk?
He added a 0 on the end in accident.
Yeah,
or
he slipped.
something.
He slipped.
That's nuts.
That's
There's nothing
insane.
left. There's nothing there.
This car, to make this into anything that looks like a Dodge Charger and drive around, would be such an insane labor of love and money and time and effort. You'd be out of your mind.
You have 15 grand in AMD just to have stuff in your garage to go, now what?
Now what? Now I got to learn how to weld.
Every single panel needs replaced. or-
That's crazy dollars.
Wow. Well, I guess I need to start trying to find one of these. Just to
A good one.
do this
Yeah.
and put it in the back.
my
and then
God.
next year, 20 grand.
$20,000, man.
Has a review mirror.
Honestly, like that's not even a car, and for anyone to make it into a car, it's going to cost them $50,000.
And most people don't have that, I don't want to say skill, but time.
Time. It's such an effort to get this.
Yes.
You know what it would take to turn this into a car? It would be nuts. It would.
What-
It would consume your life if you
Oh,
worked a
yeah.
9 to 5 for 4 or 5 years.
If you were just to cut the floors out of this and just do the bulkheads, you're talking a year of weekends. But then you got 2-3 months for each quarter panel.
It would be years.
mean-
years if it ever hit the road, and then at some point, your significant other is going to go, "Hey, what are you doing every weekend?
You're right.
You're working on a pile of dust every weekend. What's happening here?"
Well, and this is where everybody gets burned out and they stop working on their projects because they get too deep.
Yeah,
I
this
would
is-
take this, just jam an axle under it, throw a power plant in it, and drive the thing.
And you'd fall through the floor.
Well, I mean, with
Yeah.
some ratchet straps. In
I
there.
like it. All right, so you'll buy it. How much would you buy it for real?
$1,500
Deal. That sounds right.
with the thing. With
Yeah, you got to give me that thing.
yeah, with the thing.
You got to give me the crate. All right. Oh, that's right. All right. Man, I'm getting killed out here. All right, we're looking at a go-kart, a 1962 Rupp Grand Prix, which I think is French for go-kart.
I think you're right.
Yeah, for sure. It's got AutoZone flame stickers on it. It's got some kind of weird centrifugal clutch and definitely a lawnmower engine.
Now, we don't know if this is Tecumseh powered, Briggs and Stratton.
Yeah.
It's
Could be
hard.
Honda by now. You never know. Probably not, though.
It's definitely not a live axle. We've got some.
It's fixed, you're saying, the frame. Yeah.
Well, and then you only got one tire spinning instead of both.
This is not what I would call a high-performance machine.
You know
as
what's
far
going
as
to blow
parts
your
go.
mind?
What?
I'm going to say that's $1,400.
No way. All right. Okay. My gut, what I would even remotely consider, although it's weird, number one, Barb put it in here, and number two, someone has held on to it for 55 years. I'm going to say, and it clearly needs everything. It's rusty. None of those joints probably work. All those, rod ends are probably shot. The tires are shot.
The steering wheel looks like a wheel still. I mean, that's a plus.
That part looks good. Yeah, cool. Would you say $1,400?
$1,400.
You could buy like a Tony card, like a real. You can start
this
getting
is a Rupp, though.
I don't know what that means. Unless it stands for you got rubbed off.
It's a race utilization program power.
Power. Nice. I like it. All right. I will say I can't do it. $600.
Wrong. Yes.
Lay it on us.
This is one of those ones where he had it for 55 years. $3,600.
I will fight this man
could
on
buy a
site.
Ducati
That's it.
for that.
I will fight this man on site. That's it. If I see you in Fleetwood, we are throwing hands, dude. That's it.
I can't breathe. Oh.
That's crazy.
3,600. That's USD.
All right. Yeah,
That's not
that's
Canadian.
American dollars.
Oh,
Here we go.
my
All right.
word.
I'm getting smoked here. All right.
Final round.
Now we're going to end. This is our last listing here. It is a 1968 Chevrolet Malibu. I just talked about how this is my favorite year Chevelle.
They look great. The fronts are awesome.
So good because it has a little bit less like trim than the
Yeah.
69. I think it's a little cleaner. It's just that cool shape. I almost bought one as a kid. It was almost my first car with 396 4-speed with a solid lifter cam and stuff in it.
Ooh.
It was rad. Maroon. It was a cool car.
This thing looks like it's ready for some tractor paint.
It's ready for some fun, for sure. We're looking at some kind of cowl hood. It's got like, you know, a little guide coat on the front fender and the hood. It doesn't look too particularly rusty. That trim, the grill and stuff actually looks halfway decent.
Yeah.
We do have the price for this one. We got that one got by us. But I'm looking at it. I do have other parts to go with it. There's no glass in it, no front or rear glass I see, and no motor or transmission. And if I had to guess, it'd make a real nice race car, but you can get a title figured out. He's asking $4,000. This is the one sane human being on the
I
internet.
think that's pretty fair. If that had a title, that would probably be 7,000 to 8,000.
You think?
Yeah, I think so. Because
not-
then you would start putting seats in it
Yeah.
and door panels and you know what I mean. Because we would make that run and drive if you had a title before you sold it.
You think?
Right.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
But
You throw a windshield in it and some kind of bucket seat and a 350 and be going down the road.
Nice thing about A bodies is you can get all that glass. You can find those seats, or just get some TMIs or something.
I love Chevelles.
I'm not trying to pressure you, but it's pretty close, isn't it?
It's not far. It's maybe 2 hours. Firm. 4,000 firm. Honestly, that's a pretty good car.
That's not bad.
And it's been up for 6 weeks, so I don't even know what the buyers are thinking these days, because that's a buy. That's a buy just to kick it down the track, let alone try to get a title for it and have some fun.
Right, if you just bought that for that and put it in the backyard, tried to figure a title out, you could flip it again if you didn't want to do anything
Yeah,
with it.
find your buddy that's a mechanic and get a lien on it, or go to Vermont, get weird with it. It's doable for sure. Or you can honestly do a title search. I think in some of these states, there was at some point, this thing had a title. You just
Yep.
try to find it and run it down.
Yeah. It's pretty wild that the two vehicles out of the ones we've done three that seem realistic was a tractor,
Yep.
a fire truck,
Yeah.
and a Chevelle.
And a Chevelle,
Which I never would have expected.
which I think is one of the most iconic, coolest muscle cars of all time.
Absolutely.
Insane. The internet has gone nuts.
No TV and no beer make Homer something something.
Go crazy?
Don't mind if I do!
We're here to prove it. Derek absolutely smoked me in this exercise. I had a total blast. You are the big winner. This has been my
Yes.
family for generations. It's yours now. Take care of it. It's a little loose.
We'll tighten her up. Front pocket's fine.
Thanks for watching. This has been awesome. If you
Thanks,
want to keep
guys.
doing this, let us know.
This is
Derek's
fun,
in
dude.
town, and apparently he comes to PA every couple of weeks now. So we'll see you in June, I guess.
Pizza and people.
You got it, buddy.
Thanks for having me.
Cheers, man. This was fun as hell.